Yo, what's good, you guys? So we're basically just taking a walk right here. We're just walking down the street. We're walking to the store. So what's up, y'all? It's your boy Joe. I think we're gonna change the name probably to like glitchy Joe or some shit. But in reality though, the main point of this video would be really to just kind of express the message to other people about, I guess, like hardship really, and basically that like anything and everything is overcomable, right? If overcomable is a word, anything can be overcome, achieved. It's actually a pretty cool little walking trail I'm on. You can't see shit, bro. Well, regardless, you're gonna hear my message. And the biggest thing, bro, what the fuck am I doing? I can't see. What am I doing, y'all? I'm tripping, bro. I'm about to die. The biggest thing that I want to share with you guys is the fact that in reality, like, I'm literally just a one-man team, man. Besides my wife, right? It's literally just me. Just like any other guy out here in this world. It's really just us, man. It's just us against the world. And a lot of this really has really put, really took a toll on my mental health. And there's a lot of things that I've been going through. There's a lot of things that I've already went through. And I feel like there's still a lot more to come in the future of still like what I need to go through to still keep, headed in the direction that I'm even trying to get in, you know what I mean? So right now I'm walking to the gas station to grab some items, I guess you could say. I'll share later, like in another video or something at another time, what exactly I'm doing at the gas station. This won't be the first trip, this won't be the second trip. So it's just certain things like that, man. And the reason why, I guess you're probably wondering, like, why is he walking? Well, I don't have a truck anymore. I literally lost my truck. So, a lot of you guys know me as the pool guy. Some of you guys may know me as the roofing guy, the roofing salesman. Right now I'm currently on a whole different journey as to what I'm even doing in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cleaning pools. I'm not selling roofs no more. I'm probably gonna get back into it in March, but I'm not doing that either. And right now, really, I'm focused on making some money, man, to be able to get me another vehicle, a cash vehicle at that. And not only that, but also to get out of like this financial rut of always having to owe somebody some money, whether it's a loan with interest or it's just borrowing money from family, because in reality I'm assuming that it's just because I'm not financially responsible at this point. So I'm putting this message out to you guys, my followers, just so you guys can kind of ride that wave with me, man. We're gonna buckle down, we're gonna tighten up. We let the truck go. We gave it back to Ford and said, hey guys, we can't afford it no more. I don't want to deal with it no more. It is what it is. Just take the truck. So a $600 payment now is gone. Insurance $400, that's $1,000 a month. I'm now out of debt, all that money. But the real question is the real question is like, was it even worth it? And in reality, like, I don't know. I really don't know, because right now I'm literally having to walk to the store to go get some stuff, And the thing is I was gonna buy me like a moped scooter just to get to and from work and the grocery store, grab some items and whatnot. But dude, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna buy a scooter, because the scooters only go like 40-50 miles an hour and I gotta get on the toll road to go to work. So I just don't see how that's gonna work out for me. I don't think it will, but you know, we'll see when that time comes, right? We'll see when we cross that bridge, is what I've liked to say recently. What's up, bro? Right. So yeah, man, I don't know if I'm gonna get a scooter, a moped, and that's unheard of. A lot of people would be like, what the fuck? But I don't know if I'm gonna get a scooter, moped, or if I'm gonna go for like an actual motorcycle, or if I'm just gonna save up my money at this point, keep taking Uber and Lyft to work, keep saving my dollars, and then eventually just go cash out on a cash car, right? And the goal behind the cash car is for one, to save money, two, to not have to owe nobody no more money, and three, I'm trying to start a new program, bro. The new program for me, bro, is like getting out of the rat race. I feel like we're all stuck in this rat race, right? And a lot of people don't realize it because we just see it as, oh, we make more income, we spend more. And when you spend more, there's just more fucking problems that tend to come out along the way. It's almost inevitable sometimes. That's why they say more money, more problems. Okay? I went from making $10,000 to $15,000 a month to right now making like $1,500 a month, bro, and trying to survive. Like, dude, we left our big house in Cyprus and we came over here to Galleria, to like a small condo, and it turned out to be the worst fucking experience ever. And I just remember, like, I told my wife, I was like, it's okay, like, just, you know, we got this, bro. Don't trip, you know? Eventually we'll get out of here and we'll go somewhere else. Man, dude, we ended up staying there for like 8 or 9 months. And finally, by that last month, I was no longer bringing income in. Like, my money was gone. My savings and everything was just done already. We already drained it. And I told my wife, I was like, well, you know, I kind of need you to pay the rent now. And so she was like, well, I'm not going to pay the rent if this isn't going to get fixed, this isn't going to get fixed, this is not going to get fixed. And dude, I wasn't mad at her, bro. I told her, hey, if that's how you feel in your heart, hey, that's what we're going to do. And we did, bro. Like, we did, man. We left. We got out of the contract. We left. I guess you could say we got evicted, right? But we left. And not only that, we ended up getting another apartment that's way nicer. Like, small things, y'all. Small things, like shelves in your closet, right? Cabinets in your restroom, right? Cabinets in your kitchen. It's just little small details, man, that literally just opened up my eyes a little bit to like what exactly, you know, is out there, what you know, what you could come up on. You know what I'm saying? But it's been really challenging. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's been really challenging. Oh man. All right, man, let's see what happens on this one. I don't even care about this shit. It's money inside that bitch. What's up? Oh yeah. So we're now headed to the gas station. So what I was basically saying was the whole money thing, like, I had to tell, she didn't want to pay. So okay, cool. So we were coming to this apartment and we've been here for a minute now. You know, a minute, like maybe like 2-3 months, right? We've been here. But it's been cool. It's been cool. I haven't complained about nothing. There hasn't been an issue about anything. You know, like, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes, you know, we take a shower or we want to take a shower and there's no hot water. And I tell my wife, I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, that shit sucks. But at the end of the day, I'd rather not have some hot water for a couple hours versus, you know, kind of like necessities, man. I hate to say it that way because, you know, it sounds kind of like so privileged to say, you know, oh, you got cabinets and stuff. But like, dude, that's how it feels, bro. Like, without those cabinets, bro, we couldn't put our food away. We couldn't put our dishes away. You know, it's just small things that make you kind of just sit back and be like, damn, is this even worth it? And on top of that, we're paying $1,600, bro, from my cousin because he got it because he was going to help us out. So we had to pay him $1,600, bro. The rent total was $800 for him. We came out of pocket $16 because he wanted to double up, and that's fine. that's fine. But you know, I was really in a bad spot, man. And I didn't need to pay $1,600, but I also needed to get out of $2,300 of where I was just at. You know, rent was $2,300, bills and everything included, bro. I was paying like $4,500, $5,000 a month. So it was really hard for me. And here, dude, it's great. It's great, bro. Like right now, I have no car, have no wheels, have no way of transportation. You know, I don't want to ask anybody. I've never been the person to just ask no one for anything. I've always done it myself. So this time, and that's what this video is for. All this shit, bro, is gonna be by myself, for my family, for my wife, for my kids. Bro, I'm 28 years old, man. I'm about to be 30 years old. I'm literally like, sometimes I just wonder, you know, where's my life going? You know what I'm saying? I've been in trouble with the police. I've been to jail, I've been to prison, I've been to a boys' home, I've done a shit ton of group therapies, you know, from, you know, court mandated. I'm just wondering at this point, like, what's going on in my life, you know? I seem to always go through some problem, you know, some kind of event always unfolds in my life. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's like, it's almost pretty bad, you know? It's not always bad, but it's like, fuck, dude. Like, for instance, yesterday, I got written up at work yesterday for something that I was told to do, but I got the write up, bro. And that's how it's always been. Even when we were in school, same thing. I'm the one that always gets in trouble, and I don't know why. But, you know, hey, it's neither here nor there. It's okay. The thing is that I think about the most is like, where is my life headed? What am I gonna be in the next 5 years? What am I gonna be in the next 10 years? You know, am I gonna actually be that parent for my kids that, you know, my parents weren't for me? You know, my mom was the only parent raising us. You know, my dad was locked up a month before I was born. My mom was the only parent raising us, and even then, my mom was kind of MIA. You know, I probably turned like 8, 9 years old. I kept visiting my grandma a lot, and then eventually one day I told my mom, I was like, yo, I don't want to go back home no more. I want to stay here. And we kind of had an argument for a while, you know, and eventually my grandma was like, if he wants to stay, let him stay. Like, it's stress off for you. Now you have to just deal with one child, like pay for one child. You know, it's just certain things that, you know, my mom was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like I could save the money, you know? So I ended up staying with my grandmother. And the relationship, the bond, the experience was totally different. And I think that's why slowly but surely I had to understand that, you know, life's not all about just, you know, trying to take the ball and hold the ball to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to pass it around, share the love. So, and not only that, but watch other people win and be happy for their wins. You know, I just think like the main goal of this channel right now, because obviously you guys see it's sporadic, there's really no real content to this channel. There's no real, oh, this is what this channel is. No, it's simply gonna be whatever the fuck it wants to be. And if I feel like posting my kids one day, that's what it's gonna be. If I feel like posting myself driving around, that's what it's gonna be. If I feel like posting myself walking like I am right now and just sharing a message, that's what it's gonna be, dude. Take it as this will be my time capsule, bro. When I get older, I can go back and look like, damn, when I was 28 years old, these are my thoughts. You know, when I was 36 years old, these are my thoughts. When I was 41, these are my thoughts. And dude, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. I'm gonna keep doing it. I told my wife, I was like, I really want to start something new, man. I really want to start something new. Like, I really want to make like a movie, not a book, bro, a movie with a whole script that we can go and have some people direct it for us and actually make something happen. Because if y'all would see my life, bro, inside of a film, bro, it'd be crazy, bro. Only thing I'm missing right now is the success part. I literally touched it and then it just, you know, poof, like 4 years later, just poofed out of my hands. But that was because I let it poof out of my hands, dude. I got kind of helpless on it, man. I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. Fuck this. I need a break. And that's what happens, bro. That's what happens, bro. This fucking world doesn't give a fuck about us, dude. You gotta put in that fucking effort. You know, ain't no sob stories, bro, to be giving her out. You know what I'm saying? No one gives a fuck about that shit. Hold up, BRB. Alright, chat, we're back live. We already got our stuff from the gas station. We are now headed back to the crib, and we will figure out what happens next. But back to what I was saying, and I'm not trying to bore you guys because I really don't even know. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. But I think a lot of us really struggle with mental health, seriously. And I've kind of been involved with the whole mental health thing since I was like, man, bro, since I was in 5th grade. I don't even know how old I was, but since I was in 5th grade, I've always been in the like mental health category of like, oh, maybe something's wrong with him. Maybe, you know, he has ADHD or, you know, bipolar, stuff like that. And it's like, bro, I do. I really fucking do. There's a lot of things, bro, that are wrong with me, bro. And a lot of people just think like, man, this guy's crazy, or like, this guy doesn't sit still, or bro, this guy's brain is thinking like 10 different things at once. And it's like, yeah, dude, like if I showed you guys my notes on my phone, you guys would be like, fuck, dude, like turn your brain off, bro. Like it's just too much, bro. But at the end of the day, the way I see it as, it's like there's never enough. There's never enough. And maybe that's just my feeling, maybe that's just how I feel about things, but I feel like there's never fucking enough of anything, you know? And with that being said, you always have to strive for more. But then again, that's just the human nature of us people. It's what it is. There's never nothing that's ever gonna be enough for any of us, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, anyone out here, you know? There's always something that you want a little bit more of. And sometimes it's just hard to fucking get it, you know, because you're going through what you're going through in life. Like right now, you know, I started investing because I said, you know what, if my life doesn't go the way I want it to go in the future, at least I have some money that's I'm gonna fall back on, whether it's savings, dividend, and income, whatever the fuck it is. I just said it's gonna be solidified to where I don't have to worry about working at an old age, having to run a business at an old age. Dude, my kids taking care of me, I wouldn't have to worry about shit. And in reality, dude, that for me, that right there is success. You know, like I've really had to like take multiple steps back and reevaluate my life and understand exactly where I'm at in this world. Because since I was a kid, I've always kept telling myself, dude, you're gonna be rich, bro. You're gonna be successful one day. You're gonna be wealthy. People are gonna know your name. Like that's all I kept telling myself, man. It's like, bro, your name's gonna be known, bro. Joseph Espinoza is gonna be major. It's gonna be big. Everyone's gonna know you. But it seems like nobody knows me, man. And it's not even about that. It's not even about that. It's just the simple fact that I've literally done everything in my power, bro, to like be the man, you know? And not in a bad way, bro, but like I've always tried to take it a step forward. I've always pushed limits. I've always been the one that was unhinged. Like I'd never fucking, dude, I don't know how to explain it, but I've never been reserved. I've only started doing that now because of everything I have hanging over my head, bro. Like I'm still, you know, I'm still dealing with legal shit. So once the legal trouble is gone, you know, which is in a year, I'm done. And not only that, I could live my fucking life, bro. I could go travel if I want to. I can't do that now. You know, I could go visit my grandmother down south 6 hours away. I can't do that now. But the old me, when I first signed, dude, I took the fuck off. I went to California. I went to Oklahoma because I was doing my shit. I said, fuck it. I was gone, dude. I was taking risks to still make money, to still provide, because I had to. That's why. And just like now, I have to, but I'm like, dude, fuck this. And I know that's not good because a lot of people would be like, well, bro, you're not gonna have a place to live. You're not gonna have food in your mouth. But when I say fuck this, I mean like it's a planned fuck this, right? Wife got a job, income looks good, we're sustaining, fuck it, I'm done. I quit. And my wife could leave me, bro, at any moment and be like, hey, I'm getting a divorce, this is crazy, this is too much for me. But she hasn't, bro, she hasn't. And that's why, you know, in my head I had to tell myself, like, there's something that's really big, more bigger than my thoughts in my head, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like there's a goal, an objective that's much larger than what I'm trying to reach. And I think what it is it's not really so much of the success and people knowing you and the fame. I think it's more so about the time you spend with your family, the relationship, the love, the care, the attention, the attentiveness that you give. You know, it's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things. And I think, you know, I think a lot of us, especially with social media, I was telling my wife, I was like, we're just in a digital age right now, bro. Like, everything is so rapid, everything's so fast, everything's so advanced. You know, hell, we got AI running things right now, you know? So it's just like, I think the threshold of the attentiveness is like minimum at this point, because we're all looking, not all of us, but most of us at this point, right? Because a lot of us are on our phones heavy. Most of us are looking for that instant gratification. Most of us are looking, you know, how are we gonna get rich? How are we gonna, you know, be the next one that's on top? But in reality, I don't think a lot of us realize that life's really fucking hard, you know? So, but until we understand that, I guess we'll probably never understand anything. So, I don't know. What's up, man? How's it going? Hell yeah. You want to share a little message? It's just a random video, bro. I'm just recording by myself. I'm just walking. You want to share something? Nah? All right, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So, it's just another day out here. And, you know. And see, that's the thing, too. Like, you just got to be an open book, bro. Don't be worried about everybody, you know, after you or targeting you, because it's not what this is all about. Like, just like you and me and a lot of other people that watch these videos, they want to be tuned in sometimes to our lives, and I don't know why, but a lot of us really do want to tune in to another person's life and kind of just see the visuals of what they're going through, what they experience, and, you know, what's possibly happening. But I don't think, I don't know, man. I really don't know where this video is going, but I have a lot of motivation on myself at this point. A lot. I'm literally walking, y'all, because I have no car, because I chose not to pay my bills on the car, on the truck. So at the end of the day, this is my reaction to my action, which is fine. Because I've never been able to save some fucking money in my life. I've touched thousands of dollars, bro. 10, 15,000 per month for years. Never saved. I just always fucking blew the money because I had it and I knew it was always gonna come back. Why? Because I knew in my business I was a good worker. I knew in my business I was a really good people person. Customer service, everything, you name it, everything was there, everything. So I wasn't worried about the money part. It was just more so like, dude, you're not saving money. Where's your future going? That was the real message right there. So I'm saving, I'm investing, I'm locking in, and I'm staying focused this time, because there's only one way that I'm trying to go right now, and it's up. It's up. It's not down, it's up. And if I go down, you guys will be here with me to witness everything, because I think at this point now it's just like, let's just document, right? And if you can't hold yourself accountable, because I don't have any friends, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I don't have friends. If you can hold yourself accountable, or if you can't hold yourself accountable, have some other people help you out to hold yourself accountable. Post it online, bro, because right now a lot of people don't want to be posted online for that fucking reason. A lot of people are scared of like the internet shame, or oh, this person lied about this, he's really not this person, or oh, this person lied about this, he's really not doing that, or oh, this person lied, he really doesn't own that car, you know. And I think it's the exposure behind it that people don't, people don't want to get exposed. But there's nothing to expose about me, brother. I am who I am. Unless you know my past, we will get there one day. But I am who I am, bro. I'm funny as hell, bro. I'm me. I'm Joseph, bro. I'm live at 5. I've always have been. I've always was a class clown. And I'm starting to believe maybe it just wasn't because I was bad at school, or I don't think it was because I was bad in general. I just think that my mind was in a whole nother place for real on the creative side. And had I really just dialed down and stuck to my camera like I wanted to before when I was younger, I probably would have been a YouTuber. I probably would have been somewhere by now. But hey, you know, that's the life. That's the price you pay when you want to live your own life and do your own shit. That's what happens, bro. Literally, that's what happens. Because you think you got it. You think you're, you know, big shit. All right, well, hey, life's gonna show you who's big dog, and it's definitely not us. That's for damn sure. So you guys just tune in, man. You guys just stay with me. You guys just stay locked in, because I don't even know why I made this video, but obviously I got a lot of shit going on personally. Just need to share it with somebody, because it's like, I don't know, I don't have no one to talk to. I could talk to my wife, but it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, it's not one-sided, but you know, you're gonna get the reaction you're gonna get from her, right? And you might get the same reaction from her every time, time after time after time. And it's cool, but I would just like some support, man, from guys, you know what I'm saying? Some guy friends, some guys on the internet, and you know, just some appreciation, man. Just say, hey, you got it, brother. Keep going, man. Keep your head up. Keep pushing, you know? Because I know, bro. I know the world doesn't stop spinning. I understand that. I've been to prison. I've been to jail. I get that, right? Time waits for no man. That was the biggest thing I've heard. I understand. But at the same time, too, like, I think what sucks, and I think that's something I need to get over, is like, why is life so hard to said man? You know what I mean? Like, why is life so damn hard for us? You know, because guys, men are expected to do everything, take care of everything, work everything. You know, like, if we were back in the day, I would have had no choice but to be the worker, bro. Like, I would have had no choice but to be the sole provider. But at the same time, too, I feel like the ADHD and the cell phones do not mix, bro. Cell phones, iPad, Xbox, any kind of game console, like, ADHD or ADD does not mix well with any type of fucking device that is instant gratification. Seriously. Because I'm telling you, I'm literally just watching my life, bro. Like, I have videos on YouTube from fucking long time ago, bro. 14 years ago, bro. And I'm just being a fucking kid, dude. Dumb stuff. Dumb stuff. But I'm happy, bro. Like, not once did I ever like sit there and be like, oh man, these were stupid, I regret these videos. Like, nah. Like, nowadays, you know, saying some of the things I've said, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it would probably be crazy as fuck. Like, people would be like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, why would he say that? Like, oh, he could get canceled, shit like that. But dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit was 14 years ago, bro. And not only that, but it's a time and place. Like, bro, I was like a freshman in high school or something. Like, you know, I was barely waking up to the world, man. So I don't know, man. I love you guys. I'm glad you guys have been here with me talking. I'm sorry that I'm talking too much, but I just needed to share this message with someone out there in this world. And if you guys can relate, or if you guys have anything that you guys want to share with me, hey man, be my guest, bro. Drop a comment. Definitely subscribe, man, because I want to build up a little community of some some guys, bro, some men that are working on themselves too, or in the process of working on themselves, and not ashamed to actually say what they're going through. Because I've been dealing with this, bro, for a while now, man. Like, for a while, bro. And I've been wondering, like, should I share this with people, or should I just keep this shit bottled in? Because it was personal, you know. And I gotta think about my wife, I gotta think about my kids too. Like, this is all personal, bro. But I realized, I said, you know what, fuck it, nothing's ever gonna come out of this until I accept it. You know, my wife said, why do you keep telling a story that's not true? And I said, damn. I was like, I literally, at that moment, right when she said that, I was like, you're right. Oh, you're right. I'm telling a story that's not true. And by that, I was telling people that I was still doing my pool business, making moolah. You know what I mean? And we're not making no moolah right now off that pool business. You know what I'm saying? So, and frankly, we ain't making no moolah at all because we ain't got no car. So in reality, like, that's just something, you know, to kind of let sink in a little bit and just think about, you know, fuck it, bro. Own up to it. Because if you don't own up to it, bro, no one's gonna own up to it for you. They have no need to. They're not you. So, damn, that was actually really relaxing. That actually felt really good, y'all. It is actually 45 degrees outside. Yeah, I got my sweater on, but at first when I came out here, I was like, damn, I'm cold as hell. I had my hoodie on. Y'all saw I had my hoodie on at the beginning of the video. Bro, I'm walking. I feel warm. I feel free. And I feel like I just got like 10 pounds off my chest just sharing this message with you guys. So, y'all stay tuned, bro. Love you guys. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.